I wanted to break down these two rounds from Burger Boys for Shopify Rebellion Black. I think they were very interesting and highlights the differences between Vyse and Cypher pretty well. We're going to end up seeing a 1-1-3 from the defense and a 1-1-3 from the attack. So you would think that this trap play that they're about to build on the defense side is going to actually pay off very well. But that's not what ends up happening. Something that I immediately disagree with is the 1-1-3 setup. I don't like the Sentinel on the side of the trap play. Obviously, I understand that the Razor Vines and the Flash is going to be what sets up this play, but again, I think there are better ways to set up a trap, and you'll see what I mean in a second. What ends up happening is Vyse has no control over the map in comparison to what Cypher would normally have. What ends up happening is these players are going to be stuck into CT, even though they get the flash here. They know that Burger Boys probably want a little bit of control of A because they send out this flash. They're going to get flashed themselves. There's going to be at least one player here. Now we don't know for sure that they're up ramp until the shots start coming out.
Scout destroyed.
What would end up happening here most likely is probably a re-clearance of space. Viper would ideally rotate over to A, and they would probably want to re-clear ramp because they have already lost so much map control and they're kind of stuck in CT already, even though only so many little time has passed. But they can't really do that. They cannot spread their players that thin because then nobody's watching male, which is a serious problem. And we'll kind of see the contrast in the Cypher round, but again, these players are stuck in CT. There's nothing they can really do, and Bonnie gets a free insert because there's no ability to go on the offensive to re-clear map control because they don't have that ability to rotate. They're kind of stuck in these positions where they are, just because they don't have any information to go off of. Now they're going to hit the double insert. They're going to get Cypher up into male, Raze up into ramp. He's going to end up running into vents and then hitting with Cypher, and then they're going to end up splitting B, and there's not really anything these players could do. They're very stuck in the rotate. This guy's going to end up coming, but there's still two players that are very stuck on A. They don't really know what's going on. They're playing very passively. This guy's on site. They're going to see the Astral come out, and by the time the Astral comes out, these guys are still playing on CT. They don't really know what's going on. Race is still stuck on A. He doesn't know what's happening. Flash are going to come out. Bonnie's going to get one. Bomb's planted. This guy is still in screens. Bomb is going down, and you know why? It's because there's no way that someone could flank, but oh my god, there definitely is. Because we see it in other rounds. People do flank from these far positions. And you know why? Because Vyse can't really stop it, to be honest with you. Vyse, she doesn't have enough abilities to stop that attack. From behind or from a different angle, because she only has one ability to gain information, and that's her wall, which can only cover main because it can't be picked up, and it's her only thing, and it has to be triggered by it walking. So it's just, I don't think it's very good at all. Alvin's gonna end up getting a pick here, and then he gets overzealous. He gets traded because he's the only one who they have information on, and he's the main threat because having him alive can be seriously detrimental. Now, credit to Shopify Rebellion Black. They're actually very good at doing this retake. But the lack of map control that they have on this map is extremely concerning, to be honest with you. In this round, they showed pretty much no information, ability to gather information, and it just led to them having no map control. It made it very easy for Burger Boys to set up their split attack with their inserts because they just weren't able to gain any information. And that's kind of the difference we're going to see here. And I want to show you this bonus round that we're going to see from Burger Boys on the defense, or from the defense side. And we're going to see that difference that Cypher makes. Okay. Okay, we're in that round now. Round 3 of the second half. This game actually goes into OT. So did any of this really matter? But it is interesting to notice. I think, yeah, the first 6 of these rounds that Burger Boys gained were off of pistol, bonus, pistol, force, and bonus, which is concerning. especially when you look at rounds like this. Now, here's the great thing. We've successfully distracted the enemy team into looking mid. We're going to look to execute A. The difference here is the rotations from Burger Boys is going to be able to come out a lot quicker because they don't have to worry about a mid flank. Obviously, if someone catches a timing through vents, that's going to be a problem, but they still have people vents to catch that player coming through vents. There's not going to be a long rotation from male to CT. They only really have to worry about someone picking a timing in vents, and that's pretty much going to be it. And we're going to see that play out. They're going to send the Skydog in, and they're very misdirected. With the help of the stalling power from Matt's Star and the Stinger, Shopify Rebellion know that they can't go through this smoke. The chance of death is 99%, so the stalling here is going to be very good. Do you see Viper and Raze? They're able to run through mid freely because they know that nobody's going to come B, nobody's going to come male. The very low chance that somebody comes vents behind this, while possible, they don't really have, it's not really a high priority because they know that Cypher's going to have their back with the ability to watch multiple different angles. It's not ideal, and it actually does slow their rotation down a little bit, but look at the minimap difference here. Shopify Rebellion haven't even gotten into heaven, they haven't gotten to main. Their fight is very contested, and 4 players from Burger Boys are going to be here already. And that's the difference that I think Cypher makes. Look at him on his camera. He knows that nothing else is going to come from this.
30 seconds left.
I think it's kind of confirmed by now that it's A, and that Ray's Satchel just solidified it. But do you notice the ability to rotate is significantly easier with Cypher? Raze and Viper had a much quicker response time because they didn't have to they're not going to be spread thin because of the multiple avenues of attack than Cypher can catch with his camera and his trips. This is something that we see countless times, and if you wanted to watch a little bit more of it, I would certainly watch Sentinels versus Carmine Core, and especially watch John QT as he directs these very nice solo defenses. And it gives your team a lot more freedom when they don't have to worry about every angle. They can kind of be safeguarded by that, knowing that Cypher has their back with the cameras and stuff. Very minor things, but I just wanted to point it out because I think the agents you play are really important. And there's always going to be upsides and downsides, but maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but I don't see the upsides to Vyse. Feel free to argue with me in the comments. I completely understand, but I hope you learned something from this, or I hope this was at least interesting to you. But thanks for watching. Have a good day.